Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth. Oops, it's not. Do new games. Continue. Um, we're at the end, part one. We're gonna investigating the murder on an airplane. Uh, yeah. What I do? I examined everything in this room. And then I think I have to do some logic right now. Yep. Okay. Ah, sorry, the recap was not so good. It's been a couple of days. Okay, let's see. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during this murder? And while we're on, well, since I'm here, I might as well get the thing ready. This one. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Okay, this is it, and the. Got it. Yeah, remember the the German accent. Okay. Broken glasses. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? Probably. Glass shards. Where are these glass shards from? Probably from the broken glasses. Profile on Francisco. Why did Mr. Hicks have a document on Francisco in his possession? Interpol. Francisco came to this airport as an Interpol license. Oh, let's see the broken glasses. Eureka! Let me wipe my nose. Allergy seasons. You understand. Okay. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses, right, sir? Exactly what I was thinking, Detective. I'm sure that the shards will match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim here was here just as I suspected. So, you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it, sir? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Okay. Maybe I could do these two. Did I investigate this? What's this? The suitcase? Oh. It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we take a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of this von Karma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Francisca. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Okay, yeah, we did examine this. Well, let's talk to... Well, let me see. No, I don't have anything to present her with. Okay, I think I just connect the logics then. Profile in Interpol. Yeah, okay. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca? Oh, I know, sir. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Kummer, sir. Francisca said that she came to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe, Mr. Hicks have heard she was coming here and, he, followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. Who is this man to you? Truth behind Hicks. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense. What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? Yeah. I should have known you figured it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Agent Hicks was on the trail of an international smuggling ring. Awesome. One logic. He went undercover to investigate this crime, and it was I who put him on this case. Okay. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence. That Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in the suitcase and came down to get it. Oh. Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Let me turn the brightness a bit. Okay. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. What? Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that, and then he was stuffed into the suitcase. I knew it. The killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Investigation completed. Gosh, I'm so smart. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth, but the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tinero. Oh shit, argument. Definitive evidence. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high level access is Mr. Rhoda Tinero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? I didn't really absorb that information. It's too busy focusing on the accent. Speaking of, okay. I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Real beautiful. Okay. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Higgs to the cargo hold. Wait right there a second, Miss Von Carnel. That may be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Mel or even the captain. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there. I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well then, what about the other flight attendant, Miss Mel? Ha, I just thought you might ask about her. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. Wait. What keycard? But it's highly unlikely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Tinero. It's highly likely. Is that possibly the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Well, yes, well, I don't have any evidence. Be quiet. You're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Aurora Tinero, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon, the Mr. I-Fly piggy bank? Yes, she's also the only person with a keycard to open that display case. Further, there is a matter of the key to the display case that held murderous bank. Wait. What bank? Oh, I didn't read that, sorry. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. Uh-oh. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? Fucking hell. Alright, what should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? The piggy bank, the crime scene, the body. Also the piggy bank. This definitely was not the murder weapon, it was did we establish what the murder weapon was? There's some blood on the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? No, it's not the murder weapon. Was there anything else? The grape juice. A piggy bank. Maybe the piggy bank? The crime scene, well, the piggy bank was there in the crime scene. Maybe the body. The body or the piggy bank? I think the body. Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment we have yet to even see? If the wound on Agent Higgs' head is consistent with the murder weapon. Scruffy. Yes, sir. Contact the medical examiner office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks' autopsy. Now! Eek. Yes, sir. I'm away, sir. We got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure. Report now. The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back, he was beaten over such a wide area. Damn. The killer just wailed on it. Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign that the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir. It was like really something out of a JoJo's manga or something. I don't know. Autopsy report. Let's take a look at it. Instantaneous death resulting from blow to back of head bruising, head to mid back. Victim Aggie Hicks, 28. Time of death: March 12 between 3 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. Cause of death: cranial contusion due to blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Remarks: appears to have been extensively beaten on the upper half of his body. Oh wow. Even after he's dead, they just kept punching him. Okay. Scruffy. What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Well, that's, was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective? Oh, well, this said that they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely useless. Yow. Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there. No, you remove yourself from my way. What is all that racket? Nah, get the fuck out of here. My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there is no choice. Finally, I think he gave... Hey, what are you... Yo, you have let me no choice, sir, but to use strong force. You won't get past me. This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. What the fuck? Okay. Further, there is the matter of the key to the displaced case that held the murderous bank. Mr. Alpha Big Bang, is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? Logic. Oh my gosh, he's about to die? After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Weapon couldn't be found. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold. Wow, he just fell off the railing. Of what, just because of turbulence? He's about to die! The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. Cause of death: extensive bruising from back of the head down to mid-back, as if severely beaten. Wow. Is he okay? I mean, not that I really care, but still. Smuggling, cause of death. Probably these two, if I had to guess. What the fuck? Not exactly a shining example of a perfect line of logic. Oh, my blood vessels. Okay. It's probably the cause of death and... Oh, probably these two. That kind of makes more sense. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. Damn, he got backshotted really hard. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. A sizable weapon, the unusual large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. Logic. Okay. Focus. Edgeworth. A sizable weapon? Smuggling? No. The weapon could not be found. Wait a minute. My neurons. Brain blast. Sorry. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we've overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. Damn. Am I about to beat the game? This early? I mean, not the game, but the episode? Well, what was that all about, sir? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Francisca. What? What do you want? I found it, Francisco. I found the real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped, sir. We didn't realize it now. Well, we didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us the whole time. He might be hurt, sir. We should get him checked up on. We should check up on him, sirs. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence. You two aren't listening at all, are you? Come on, then. Show me this real murder weapon you speak of. I don't actually have it in my possession, so I don't have evidence to show. I'm thinking like the Ace Attorney logic. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean? What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should phrase it as that which caused Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I figured out what was the real cause of the death. Strangulation, suffocation, free falling. Okay. I don't know what that was. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He, fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder had, oh my gosh, happened inside this plane. I know. Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from? As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs on this very cargo hold. What? then we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sir. Hey, you. Tell me you aren't dead, pal. Quiet. Why are you screaming? He's alive? And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true that it's not possible given the current circumstances. The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo was in there all at the time. What would have happened then? It would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, sir. I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo hold is there. So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there. Ha, as if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. What? What can I use to show that it's possible the box was not always there where it is now? Is it the refueling in this? To transfer cargo. Okay. Take that. You refueled in the Republic of Zengfa? Yes. This flight had a short layover in Zengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. Bed sheets. Oh, Zengfa Express. I can barely read that. Ah, it's labeled Zengfa Express. Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zengfa. Cargo from Zengfa data. Okay. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? Let's take a look at the evidence. That's autopsy. Oh, there it is. Oh, excuse me. It was loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. at the transfer point. Yep. Okay. That is evidence. It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe Zengfa leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Okay. Begin investigation. Gumshoe, some insight. Yes, sir. Notice anything? This cargo hold is really big, sir. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Whoa, stuff's falling on me. Ho ho, I can't get really into my work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get this show on the road. So, which item do you want to start on? Is this world there are... Wait, sorry. In this world, there are those who are misogynistic, and then there is Gumshoe. Misogynistic? That's not it. Misogynist. That's misogynist. Fuck, how do you say that word? Marconist? Shit! Hold on. Alright, it's a masochist. Okay. The cause of death. Man, I can't believe Mr. Hicks fell to his death. I never would have guessed in a million years. That is still only hypothesis. However, the investigation should prove it to be true. Speaking of fallen, I'm glad that our guy's okay. He took quite the spill. Yes, he was lucky to have landed on top of that piece of cargo. Yeah, good thing that really hard object broke his fall. Yeah, I can just see it now. Passenger pays price for police foul-up. Did Prosecutor Edgeworth add fuel to the fire of the first murder with a second death? Yep, I'm willing to bet that'd make the front page. That's not funny, detective. Ho 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 ho. Alright, let's take a look at this. Is that for me? Okay. Autopsy report. Don't shoot, you're fucking useless. Okay, yeah, that's it. I don't know why we can't present profiles in this game. Let's talk to Francisca. If I may have a word with you, Francisco. I don't think you have time for idle chatter. You still need to prove to me is that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover. Okay, we've seen this. I heard this, yep. Very familiar. Maybe I have to go up the stairs. Maybe that's what I need to do. Beep, 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 beep. You can rant at me in a Borgianian all you want, but no still means no, sir. What? You cheap man! You are only waiting for me to give you money, yes? This guy is really pushing. What if he really makes any sales this way? As long as I never have to face him in courts, he can be as pushy as he wants. Okay, well, never mind. I have to go back down. Wait, I have more logic to deduce from, I think. No, I don't. This is the rather large piece of cargo. Oh, this is the smuggling thing. I'm pretty sure that's why it's covered up, because the smuggler thing it's under there. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. A lift red statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. But let's get investigating, sir. Beep, 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 beep. Look here, do not go about touching my possessions without my permission. Ah, he's the smuggler. Okay. Act. Don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. Zink, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Zink's cargo. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. Zink. Of course it is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This elephant statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more. Mr. Zink's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, detective. Darn. How did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Nice one, Edgeworth. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars, sir? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. Zink, there is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. Mr. Zink's claimed to have brought a piece of art from Europe, but... let's see the Brazilian cloth. What a waste! How horrible to see a priceless piece of cloth soiled. I assure you it wasn't me. I believe it to be the work of the killer. I will teach that killer a lesson. You can be sure I will. It will be the Zinc Revolution. I think he meant the Zinc Retribution, but either way, it sounds intimidating. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think of my logic, so I guess I should just do this. Smuggling. Agent Hicks was on the trail of international smuggling ring. Okay. Smuggling. Wait, but this is about a piece of art. Mr. Zink, it's from Europe, but, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, my brain. My neurons. Brain blast. If Mr. Zink has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. You smuggled this, didn't you? Fake statue. About your statue, Mr. Zink. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How dare you say my art is fake? I suppose that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zink, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I fly Airlines airway bill. I can't read this. What does it say? It says as plain as day. The cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Mouse Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe just as it states in this certification. No, that's... Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. Fucking hell. Aleph read certification. Let me take a closer look at this. Document written aboard Genie and proof the statue was loaded on board in Europe. Yep. Okay. Oh, everything checks out. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. Phoenix, you're right. Sorry. And it's a statue from the picture. How interesting. This. I know I've seen this before. This is the Aleph Red. More like the Aleph Black. Am I right, Edgeworth? It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. Aleph Red statue. It's more black than red, but sure. Shit, I didn't read that. Oh well, I guess we're fine. Piece of art being shipped by Mr. Zink, who claims it to be worth 10 million cents. Ooh, okay. Hello. So, we can examine the eyes. The statue's eyes look like they're made of a jewel-like stone. Those gems sure are pretty. Look at that fiery orange color, sir. Well, according to Mr. Zink, this whole thing is worth a pretty penny. Oh, I just got a really great idea, sir. I can probably fit some rocks down by the river I can polish up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie as a present next time. I wonder if he's serious, and I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. Okay, zoom out a bit. Well, looking like this, this kind of looks like Minecraft texture. Okay, what else? We got the back, the top, the sides. Well, this is just a statue, so I wouldn't really imagine
anything else being on here. Okay. And let's look at the picture one more time. Photo of Mr. Hicks found in the victim's souvenir. Look at that. It's right there. So let's look at this. So this is the infamous Aleph red statue, It's more black than red. Excuse me. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it more in we should examine it in more detail. Jeez. Wait a minute. This is black, not red. Sorry. Okay. So this is the Aleph red statue. I swear I've seen this somewhere before. No wonder this thing is worth 10 million cents. Look at how it sparkles, sir. I wouldn't call it sparkling, detective. Maybe more along the lines of a dully shiny. Okay. Oh, we can look at the eyes. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem? That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of the stray cat that lives near my house. Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible the statue is a fake? Oh wow, it's a fake. I did not notice the eye color being different. Okay. What have we have here? What we have here? It says Zhangfa Express on the cloth, sir. I'm gonna take a guess and say that this delivery company is based in Zhangfa. Something is tugging at the corner of my mind, as though something is out of place. The leftover suitcases sit here lined up in two pretty neat rows. Too bad for Miss Dinero, but this design is unmarketable. Oh, why don't they sell them in the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free. If you win the raffle, you might get one more for free. How about those ideas, sir? I think if they did that, everyone would lose. Okay, yeah, seen this before. What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Ho ho. You, what did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate. Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it. Okay, look at this thing one more time. It says Zhangfa Express on the cloth. I was gonna take a guess and say that this delivery company is based in Zhangfa. Something's tugging. Okay. Well, I guess we should deduce the eyes. And it should be the picture. Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and real pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. The memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir, they're red. As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. Zink. What do you want? Sorry. What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. DLF Red. I suppose this is not your pride and joy, is it not? It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. Zink, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but... What is that? Sympathy? For what? You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why the sudden yelling? Now then, oh? It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Yeah. Now do you see, Mr. Zink? The statue before us is a fake. Ah, fake! Sorry. I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. And I will present to you an evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. A fake piece being shipped by Mr. Zink, not worth a cent, let alone 10 million. The jewels in the eye sockets, they were made to look just like real gems. So you mean these aren't real? Did you really think the forgers would waste that kind of money on a replica? I guess not, sir. Oh, I just got a really good idea. I could probably find some rocks down by the river I can polish up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that. Okay. What do I need to do now? This? He was loaded on board after the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. I'm stuck here, so I have to obviously do something else. What have we here? Zhengfa Express in the clothes. Something's stuck in the corner of my mind. Nope. Okay. I don't know why I can't skip this. I did not exit out the game. Can I save? Yeah, let's just save. Let me rest up my voice. Take a sip. From save point. What else I need to do? Also, is there something else different with the statue? The nose, the mouth. The eyes and mouth have a ring around them. It's pretty much the same. Okay, okay. What else do I need to do? I can't believe you were able to tell this was a fake from a single glance, sir. You knew right away that its eyes were a different color than the ones in the photo. Yes, unlike a certain detective who needs to try a little harder. The fact that this is a fake means it was swapped with the real one at some point. But when? So this Alif Red is a fake. That art dealer isn't looking too happy about it either, sir. I will get to the bottom of this for his sake as well as mine. What do I need to do? What do I need to do here? I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything else we need to examine here? No. Oh, I'm kind of lost now. No, I was doing so good. I need to do something else. Okay, maybe I can do this with the certificate. Hmm. Well, damn. Smuggling. Can't do logic. Shit. This is awful. Damn, I don't know what it wants me to do now. Zhang Fa. Maybe I can do something about that, but I don't know what. Taken to the museum in Europe. Okay. Baby comes out of the seat at 5 AM. Westbound inside. Highly lucky the kid got the cargo hold. Well, yes. This was in the cargo hold. Yes. No. No. I don't know what it wants me to do. I can't leave. Maybe I can do something with this. I don't know. Maybe the cloth down here. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, it's actually something? What the fuck? What? Okay, sure. I mean, I figured it out. Just as I planned. Alright. Okay, sure, I guess. What I do, I just pointed at that and I just did this, right? No. Wait, yeah? No, it was a statue. I forget what I did. It was something really obscure. Oh, that's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way. But the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cart. Wait a minute. Was loaded on board in Europe. 4 to 5. So it was from Europe, which is not the last stop. Which means the statue was boarded before this cargo from Zhengfa, so actually this should... okay, yeah, the statue should not be over the cloth. Okay, alright, I figured it out, I got it, see? Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa. Oops, back out. There is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling... of smuggling activity abroad this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Higgs could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport, it would have been after the swap had occurred. And at that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have had no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge, which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Updated. Investigation complete. Blip. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Let's take a look at the updated thing. Document in Borginian says statue was loaded on board in Europe, but statue's a fake. Awesome. Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Alright, what are we at? We're at almost an hour, okay. Next, Agent Higgs had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Higgs could have fallen to his death. Officer, move the statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath now. Ms. Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the Aleph Red statue out the way, we tested the area under it with luminol and there was a reaction. I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Oh. Can we please stop looking at it now, sirs? it would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the killer clean up all the blood? Probably with this Virginian cloth? The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside a suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So, you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zengfa? There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder, but if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zengfa, then this has become highly suspect. Miss Mel's testimony, I'm assuming. Mr. Ivy Hicks was there in the seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zengfa. Okay, so yeah. Miss Mel, you lying bitch. Recall Miss Mel's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zengfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in the seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Mel herself. To be continued. Oh man, I think we're in the last stretch now. Okay, I think that was the end part 1. This should be the end part 2. Hopefully there's no part 3, because I feel like I should be able to finish this right now. Going to one last argument, I think. March 12th, 3:35 p.m. Lower deck cargo hold. Sorry. Miss Mel. Miss Mel. Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zengfa? Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in a seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zengfa. Oh? Miss Camille. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did. No one could make a mistake as so large, Miss Mel. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. Ugh. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well. Miss Mel, if you please tell me about your alibi. Excuse me. Oof. Your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Testimony. Alibi. Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Amazing testimony, Miss Mel. How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Mel, wake up. Sorry. She fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Consensually, I mean, rebuttal.
Hold it!
Miss Mel, wake up. I'm awake. Oh. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why you ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use? I know, right? Now's the perfect time. From 3 a.m., I was in the flight attendant's room all by myself, and she said the same thing 3 or 4. She said the same thing again. No, wait, no, okay, I got it. There it is. Here we go. 3 to 4. If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class and the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and then having a most delicious dream. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way. No way. Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Yeah. Miss Mel, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up. Yeah, I'm awake. Ouch. What did you whip me for, sir? Oh, what did I miss? A poor detective being on the receiving end of a leash in your stead. Really? Sorry about that. You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room all by myself. So you were alone the entire time, were you? Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Raise an objection? Yes. I know exactly what to object to. I don't. Miss Mel, there is a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. Ah, what are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room this whole time from 5 to 6 a.m.
Right, because... Five to 6. What? Meals to 12 to 2. Interesting. Five to 6. Well, okay, that's not gonna help me there. Mr. Ackley was there in his seats when we took off again at 5 a.m. I guess you could see him on the way there. Suitcase receipts, 540. Autopsy reports. Oh boy, okay. Oh boy, we got something. Got something going on here. The crime scene notes, Sky Magazine. I feel like it's this. Because, meals, drinks, movie. 5 to 6 in the, well, 5 to 6 a.m. Was it a.m. that time? No, it was, maybe it was actually. Well, that one says 4 to 5. I need something for 5 to 6. Meals, 5 to 6. The drinks. Okay, let me present this. Now take a closer look at this eye-opening piece of evidence. Bleh. Miss Mel, I need you to wake up and take a look at this. Enough of your foolishness. Now hurry up and show us the real evidence. Ugh. I guess this wasn't as eye-opening as I thought. Oh, did you say something? Finally awake, are we?
What do you mean? I've been awake this whole time. Oh, it's alright if you were sleepy, pal. Pay no mind to the scruffy detective beside you and wake up. Ow! Hurry up and wake up, Miss Bell. Enough with the clowning around. This is my show and I will resolve the contradictions as I see fit. Damn. Finally awake, are we? Okay. Okay, I think I need to press in the last thing again. Oh, let me try 3 to 4 again. Food was being served in first class in the lounge between 3 to 4. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, that should have been. That should have been obvious. Okay. 5 to 6. What happens if I don't raise an objection? Maybe not yet. She hasn't exactly even given me much object yet, after all. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back to pressing. Please. Stop doing the animation. Wow, this is very long. Five to 6. It's not possible you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 because dot 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 dot. So I can go over from 4 to 5. Maybe because you're on testimony, huh?
Take that!
Damn it! Stop it, please. Oh my gosh. Why is this fucking thing is so long? Just let me go back. Oh, that was so unnecessarily long.
Hold it!
Okay, damn, this is kind of tough. Maybe I need to present something on the 3 to 4 a.m. so I can get a new piece of evidence? Maybe? Maybe. 5 to 6. What doesn't make sense for that? It's not possible that you're alone in the attendance room this whole time from 5 to 6. Because... Not because of the autopsy. Not because of the statue. Not because of the autopsy report. Not because of the suitcase. Well, Miss Dinero bought this, so it's not possible you were alone in the attendance room this whole time from 5 to 6 a.m. Well, Miss Dinero was buying this, so the iFly. Zachary was there when we took off. I already presented that. It's fully on board doing 4 to 5. That's 4 to 5 though. That's footprints. I don't see anything else to do with time here. Photo of Mr. Hicks at the Europe Museum. Sky magazine represented that. The crime scene, the travel. Damn it! I don't know what to do here. Okay, then what can I do about 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. then? Maybe I could present the other thing. 3 to 4. Or was it 4 to 5? No, she said 3 to 4. It's not possible you're alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6. This is such a huge... Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Come on. Oh, maybe because of the receipt, because then Miss Dino brought back the suitcase.
Take that!
Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Thank goodness. I wonder if he would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Mel. Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Dinero bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m., Miss Dinero. Oh, oh, that's right, she was there. I mean, like, she was standing in this room. Forgot that. Yes. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness to that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Miss Tinero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase, after which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off. And did you see Miss Mel there at the time? No. So, Miss Mel, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Mel. Huh? The bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Testimony. Reason for suspicion. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew, but you think, then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too. Okay, sure. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Please leave Miss Dinero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of What? I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Now's not the time for this sort of talk. Rebuttal. Reason for suspicion. I should save. No! Alright, let's take a sip. And part 2, hopefully the last parts. Look, sorry. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. Yes, you are. No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Higgs has also turned out to be a bunch of lies. Ah, but say I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Yes, I suppose that's true enough. But you think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? Okay, not this first sentence. See the second one. She is already being detained for further questioning, or have you already forgotten? Oh, yeah, I guess I just forgot. Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. Besides me, of course. I can't believe you think that. I mean, me, a killer? Miss Mel, what did you mean just now by no one else who could have done it? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know. Okay, not the second sentence. And what are you in charge of, Miss Mel? I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count. But I spend so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English, especially those who speak Virginian. She is the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place? What else could I have meant? Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian. You know, that totally real language that almost everyone else speaks. She's fluent in Borginian? Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian. Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian. Uh-oh. Oh. Very interesting. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Suspicious. Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes. Huh? But why? While Miss Dinero is busy with the passengers and all of her other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime. Francisca, not now. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you cease and desist in this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer. He who will not be named. But I do not honestly believe Miss Mill does any actual work aboard this flight. Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well... all I'm in charge of is the attendance room and some Borginian stuff. So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Borginian stuff? I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian. Cammy is the only member of the crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Mel, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork. Yeah, see, I totally pull my weight around here. So it would appear. Perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work and... Miss Mel, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda is very sus. There you go, pushing everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh? The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head. Look, I know you suspect... Oh, that's it. Okay, now to present something. I'm one of the crew, yep. You think that maybe you should also select... Nope. Oh, sorry. She's the one in charge of the elevator key shop in the shop, you know? Yep, okay. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? Oh, that was back. I hit back, sorry. Excuse me. That makes her super suspicious. I'm in charge of all the attendance room and some Virginia stuff. Okay, number 1, no. 2, no. Number 3, no. Number 4, no. Number 5. This is the last sentence. I'm in charge of all the tennis room and some Virginian stuff. Virginian, like something like this. You dumb bitch. So you are the only one in this flight crew that speaks Virginian. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Virginia for a while. I don't know how I passed my classes. I was sleeping through them all. If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. Zink's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Mel. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Alif Red could not have occurred. Why are you pointing at me? Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Oh, what the hell? What is that? Oh, okay, that's funny. Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It is exactly as you say. Bloop, 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 bloop. Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document, but you can't use that fact alone to make your allegations of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. Does the bubble pop? Please tell me the bubble pops. Okay, it doesn't pop. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Really, all you did was sign it. I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that. It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight. Suppose, and this is just a supposition. Even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that. If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring, and just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is a smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you, I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Dinero who's under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Dinero from the very beginning. Shit. Okay. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Dinero from the very beginning. From the very beginning. Nothing about a passport inside. Let me look through the beginning part again. Okay, it's just a passport. Let's start on the back of the head. Okay. Nothing about that. Nothing about that. So it was taken out of the display case in the in-flight shop after the turbulence. Maybe this one. Yeah, if she was in the thing at, if Miss Tina was at the end shop at 5:40, this was found at 6:15. Maybe this one.
Take that!
Shit. This piece of evidence will answer all of our questions. Are you sleep presenting or something, Mr. Edgeworth? No, as you can plainly see, I'm wide awake. Haha. Then I'm afraid you failed. You were making so little sense that I thought maybe you were asleep. Ugh. Talk about a Dr. Sleepy Mrs. Hyde-esque transformation. Is that I don't get that reference. Is this it? But wasn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? I need to stay calm and think carefully, and then present the condemning evidence. Okay, not the statue. Not the phone. Not the footprints. Maybe this. The helicopter sound is highly likely that we got this from the cargo hold. Or maybe the suitcase receipts. Autopsy reports. I can't think of the suitcase.
Take that!
Alright, cool. The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? Her face. Oh no, she's gonna rip the teddy bear. I'm calling it now, she's gonna rip the teddy bear. The only way all of this actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tinero for the murder. Miss Tinero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. So tight, just like the body in the suitcase. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? Oh, that's Miss Mel. Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. Oh, I don't know, maybe because they don't want to be caught? What special circumstances dictated? Yeah, the need for the killer to frame someone. Can I save? I want to save. Alright, we're in an hour and a half. Okay. Take a sip. Blah. What special circumstance dictated the need for the killer to frame someone? Where the murder took place? When the murder took place? Who the murder victim was? No, it doesn't matter who the victim was. When it took place? More like where it took place. Wait. Where and when did it take place? Special circumstances dictated the need for the killer to frame someone. It's probably gonna be when. When or where? I think it's when. The murder took place before the move was scheduled to go on. Around that time, almost all of the passengers had returned to their seats. Therefore, the killer had to choose someone who was not on their seats to frame. Isn't that an explanation for how the killer chose who and not why they had to? Fuck. Well, I thought it's best to start from there. If you're going to talk about completely unrelated matters, do you mind if I take a nap? Damn it. Hold on. I'm just getting to the meat of my argument. Yep, there we go. special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country customs, it's quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Dinero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Dinero or myself, but you, Miss Cammy Mill. Only you and you alone could be the killer. Yeah, and... Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Ugh. Damn, this music. What the fuck? Okay. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that still's unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture? Okay, something I still can't quite fit into the big picture. The phone!
Take that!
Haha. I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing and still is. Missing? What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on, and that is the victim's cell phone. Francisca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me. That's right. But Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. Sorry. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? Excuse me. We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Francisca, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Of course I'll do. Did she is this like her first time calling him? Francisca, they just decided to call for his phone now. Okay. Agent Hicks' phone. It's ringing from somewhere, sir. I hear it, detective. Now where is it coming from? Let me see if we get loud. We determined that the real crime scene is here, and all that's left is to catch the killer. Maybe in the suitcases, maybe? It sounds like the phone is up in the flight attendant's room. We better hurry to the flight attendant's room, sir. Oh shit. March 12, 4:12 p.m. First floor flight attendant's room. The ringing's coming from somewhere in here, sir. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. Probably in the locker. The ringing's coming from in here, sir. What? No, it can't be. This has gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Dinero's. What? I mean, I think she's just planted it there. March 12, 4:28 p.m. Cargo hold lower deck. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room, in Miss Tinero's locker. What? But... Rhoda Tinero. I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tinero right away. Whoa, wait. I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed a cell phone in Miss Tinero's locker at the same time. This is related to the key card, alright. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. Ugh. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the only bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? I should shit! I should, do a little save. And a sip. Save point. It must have something very incriminating on or in it. Hold it. What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Look at the broken screen. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of the smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. If it has a camera, it can definitely take a picture. Come on. This looks like a very similar model to my own, and mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for a smuggling case. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for a killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir. Even a super prosecutor can repair a broken phone. Ugh, I'll find a way, don't you worry about that. Yeah, may I go back to sleep now? The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? What do you mean by that, Francisca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. Shit. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Francisca, your phone, if you please. Very well. Well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now. This is... Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case. Hey, the alien for Red's nowhere in this pic, sir. But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Ouch, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks' killer, sir. Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use? Damn it. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so that's the bed sheets. Let me look at this from the other angle. Okay, the bed sheets, the Zhengfa. That's the Zhengfa cover, and the fake statues right there next to each other. In the picture, even those two are gone. To examine. The fact that all the suitcases are here in this photo is odd. Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. Oh, it's Francisca. So what exactly is so odd about suitcases that haven't been used yet being there? Yes, well, I was only pointing out things that are different between now and then. Your off-topic ramblings have put this attendant to sleep yet again, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah. I'll give Sleepyhead there a rude awakening. A deafening objection and a contradiction. Okay. Let's examine this corner. The guardrail. It looks exactly the same as it does now. That rail is entirely too low. I even almost fell to my death. However, I will say that in a miracle-like manner. Perhaps that is what to run away from death by the skin of one's gums means. Try to narrowly escape death by the skin of one's teeth, Shakespeare. Now then, there must be something in this photo. Let's look at the bed sheets. Boxes of bed sheets. These are still in the cargo hold. There's nothing unusual about them in particular, but I can't shake the feeling. Yeah, if you're just playing around, mind if I just go home? Yes, I mind. I need to focus on what's different now and back then. Okay, let's look at this. What's all this? Oh, they are a cargo ship from Virginia to Zhengfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhengfa. Mr. Zing, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Virginian. It says, it is cloth in English. Cloth? Could it be? Is this with a killer? What for is that scary face? Miss Mel. Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. The Virginian cargo in this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. Shit! Okay. The Virginian cargo... Oh, is it... is it the cloth?
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had split. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhengfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed the piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Virginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Cammy Mel. Oh shit. Ha, that's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Virginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There is no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then, logically, the killer would have opened this box first. Aha, the bed sheets.
Take that!
Hey. And it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely, and bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So, what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Virginian cloth. Would you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs at the box for the sheets to have been opened. However, the Virginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa. That's right. That is why the Virginian cloth was used, and the only Virginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Kenny Mel. You and you alone. Ah! Oh my gosh, that bear got some long ass arms. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were real sealed. All we have to do is contact the Zhengfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. Grr. So what do you say, Miss Mel? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find from our investigation in Zhengfa? Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. An enemy stand! He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. I Wow. Sorry, this picture is kind of funny. It's like Mr. Hicks just like, wait. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck, I ruined it. I took too long. How the hell did we end up here? March 12, 5:26 p.m. First floor lounge. We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She was like blowing bubbles without any soap. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Excuse me. Mr. Edgeworth. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. Mr. You should be on the left side. You know, I wish they added more detail like that, like having the character portraits facing the right way in game. But you know, it's fine. It's a little thing. I hope they fix it in the next game, at least. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. That's... I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it would serve you well. And remember, we here at AAI Airlines are always ready to serve Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. I mean, I wouldn't mind a couple of cloudy clouds and rain. Cloudy clouds. I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy was it fun. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francisca? Oh, she's filing out some customs paperwork for departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserved earlier? You got it, sir. Are we going with Francisca? March 12, 5:47 p.m., Hope Springs Airport. Francisca. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for such familiar reminiscence. Just who do you think I think? What the fuck? Just who do you think I am? Think. Damn. You are Francisca Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Damn right. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing parrot. Period? I don't know what that is. Living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built. True. Your father, Manfred von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. He got shot. What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Except that you got shot before. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh? Another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows, you may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. I suppose, but I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. You will understand soon enough. The flight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full. And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness, I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for a whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. It was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca? Why are you blaming her? You're also responsible. Oh, it's a remix of that. Okay. I like that. Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in a patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Francisca Von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring have already put their trump card into play, and the players on the other side of this war. they would begin to make themselves known throughout the next incident. Hmm? Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Amalis, my boy? Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct? Ernest? Ah, so you do remember me as a new character. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. Oh shit. The end. Okay, so this was 2 days before the first episode. A brand new episode's been added. The kidnapped turnabout. Yeah, I'll save. What the hell? What is this, Wolverine? Alright, we got the full picture now. Unfortunately, it does not look good on your screen, but you know, if you're playing a handheld, obviously you can see it, the full picture looking good. Alright, the kidnap turnabouts. Alright then. That was a nice little episode. Yeah, that was a full episode compared to the first episode. Since it was not a, you know, tutorial episode. This also did this also take me 2 parts? No, I think it's just 3. I think it's just like 3 episodes for a single in-game episode. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. Nice to see Francisca again. I don't think she'll be in the next episode, but I think we'll see her again in maybe the 4th or 5th episode. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I like the episode overall so far. I mean, I got a little bit stuck on on one part here, but you know that was because I wasn't really paying attention as much as I should. All right then, yeah, that'll be it for today, and next time we'll start episode 3, the Kidnap Turnabout. So yeah, see you.